The best in the world, one of the very best ever, against the best in Britain. Heather Watson about to try and break the seemingly unbreakable Serena Williams, and it will be the top seed, the favourite, to get going.
Low.
One of the things Serena has done so well so far in her matches is the serve. It's been working. It's been working big. She's just been broken once, and that was very early on in her first round match. Since then, things have really been flowing for that big weapon.
Watched Heather Watson's practice session across the way on Orangi just after lunch. Half an hour, and all she did was practice returning serves.
Thank you.
Coach Diego Veronelli just walloping them down, trying to recreate moments like this.
Yeah, Miss Williams.
It's one thing practicing, it's another getting your racket on them.
And Serena has shown time and time again, that is one of the toughest tasks in women's tennis, is to get a read on the Serena serve and then try and get a good hit on it. Does such a great job disguising it, serves to all the locations equally, then hits it so well. What a great moment. Heather clapping along to the beat of that song.
When was the last time Australians cheered for an English woman? Yes, Heather Watson. Love one. They practice back-to-back today. They both chose to use court 8 on the outer extremities of Orangi, away from the cameras. As private as they could possibly be. That is a devilish angle.
15-0.
Heather tried to take a bit of pace off this forehand here, tried to get it off the court, just didn't get it wide enough. Serena able to punish this forehand.
(30-15).
She'll need a little fortune over the next couple of hours if she's to
40-15.
The winner wins.
Yeah, no question as this match goes on. If she can get some of the nerves out, get on the scoreboard, she's going to have to up the pace a bit on that second serve.
40-30.
I swear there were sparks coming off that fluorescent yellow tennis ball.
Deuce.
Serena, from the beginning of this tournament, has been so locked in mentally. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you can see her go on walkabouts. But she has meant business so far this tournament.
Advantage, Miss Watson.
That first serve and that first serve percentage is going to be huge for Heather's success today.
Tennis's equivalent of a tummy settler.
Those little victories, those little battles you win along the way, but great reaction from Heather there. Gave a fist pump. She knows how important it is to try and stay with Serena early on.
And 15, love.
Serena misjudged this first volley moving forward. Ball got so low, but look at the reaction. She continues to move forward, has the racket out in front. No backswing on that volley.
She's such an athlete, Serena Williams. She's 33 now, but still setting standards.
And 40, love. Again, Miss Williams.
First 3 games, all won by the server.
Miss Williams leads 2-1. First set.
I always think you learn a little bit watching players practice before the match, and Serena Williams, as you'd expect, she always is with Patrick Mouratoglou. All business, not many smiles, very business-like. Different with Heather Watson. There were lots of smiles, lots of chats with her coach Diego Veronelli, who led them on court, whistling a merry tune. It was all very relaxed. Greg Rosetsky was alongside, offering some advice on the service. It's Diego under the call shades, the Argentinian, her mum in the middle standing up. That's Diego Veronelli, who's I think, Lindsay, as much as anything, been working with her to be more aggressive at the right moments.
Absolutely, it's a fine line between a player who is naturally more defensive minded and she moves well and she retrieves well, but these days you have to have a little bit of both, and even having Greg on board, trying to get her to have a more offensive mindset with her serve.
someday for her daughter Heather, but just imagine what it's been like to be Heather's mum at the moment. Michelle, Daddy Ian will be watching somewhere as well. Here's Heather Watson, 1-2 first set.
Love 15.
There, of course, is Oracene Williams, Serena's mom. I don't know how she chooses. Venus Williams, she just started her match out on court, too. That's a pattern that Heather has to get out of.
15-30.
She's got to start serving just a little better so she's not immediately on her back foot. Williams camp hasn't been happy. This is the third straight day of when the Venus and Serena are playing singles at the same time.
Venus is playing Alexandra Kunic, the Serbian, across on court 2 right now, but Oracene has chosen to sit in the penthouse instead. 3 points. That showed a certain amount of calmness, coolness under intense pressure right at the start of this match from Watson.
30-40.
And that's the first baseline winner for Watson. She's had an ace and now backhand winner. Let's see if that just, she still looks like she's playing with a lot of tension and some nerves.
Let for service.
Just the weight of shot, anything mid-court.
Miss Williams leads 3-1. First set.
Trying to hold on to a cannonball being dropped from a tree. It is the devil of a job. So with the break, Serena Williams, 3-1.
Serena can consistently
15 love.
Get her serve between the 115 mile an hour to about 121. And when it's hit right in the corner, it's impossible to get back. That's just the perfect point from Watson. Retrieving a few balls early in the rally, and then as soon as she has some time, pulling the trigger, going for her shots. Great job there.
30-15.
And then Serena's just able to step up to the line, serve 120, get another free point.
40-15.
Just to put the pace that Serena Williams is putting on her serve in some kind of context, of much Milos Raonic and Ivo Karlovic in recent days, they're averaging around 130. She's not far off 120. I mean, it's just monstrous.
Let second service. Miss Williams. Miss Williams leads 4-1. First set.
Consolidation of the break of serve. First end up here as a 16-year-old back in 1998. Back then she was Venus's little sister. Took 4 summers to beat Big Sis in the final, and here she is hunting a 6th this summer. It will be a 21st Grand Slam in total, and only the great Steffi Graf at 22 has more in the open era since 1968 when the game went professional.
Well, we've talked about Serena's serve, and so far through this tournament, and look at what a masterful job Serena's done of hitting every spot on the court, the sides of the court and through the tee equally. And she's served at a good percentage. She served hard, but more importantly, she has her location. And you can get no sense right there of what her favorite serve is. She's distributing them equally. Makes it awfully hard for the returner to get any kind of jump on where to go to return.
Contemplating what it would be like to be standing on the other side of the net. It's a fairly grim job when Serena's serving. For the time being, it's Heather Watson. A breakdown, 1-4 in this first set. She wants the same ball. She was absolutely sure to get it back from the ball boy. Well, they have 6 balls out on court, but Heather Watson at the moment, I think, only has eyes for one of them, although she is giving another a go here.
Miss Williams leads 4-2. First set.
She's already had such a good week, Heather Watson, equaling her best ever Wimbledon effort further out here 3 years ago. She's settling into this. She's dropped a serve, but she's not overawed. Williams, 40. She had so much gumption in that first round win against Caroline Garcia, the seeded French woman. Fended off 3 match points.
Out. 15 love.
That's such a huge win for Heather to beat a seed here at Wimbledon, and also in the manner of how she won that.
Quiet, please.
Just carried over because of darkness. Really toughed out that third set.
15 all.
It's at 119 miles an hour.
30-15.
She enjoyed that.
40-15.
Serena's done such a nice job this tournament so far with her footwork and getting in position, transferring her weight forward. She just looks like she has so much time, and that's hard to do on grass.
She's in the mood.
Please, ball change.
She has been all week.
Miss Williams leads 5-2. First set.
It's such a contrast, Lindsay, with what we saw at Roland Garros in that semi-final against Tamir Bashinsky. She had a really rough ride health-wise. All of us there watching on Chatre wondered if she was actually ever going to complete the match. This is the flip side. This is the other side. She's sharp. She's not wasting any time in between points. She's getting on with the job.
Yeah, it was even more than the semifinal at Roland Garros. It was a bunch of matches where she had very little energy, almost lethargic on court, and was getting down. Lost 5 sets in 7 matches. It seems unheard of for Serena, but sometimes getting through and winning a tournament like that when you know you didn't play your best, and she still won a Grand Slam title, quite remarkable. She looks like a completely different player here so far at Wimbledon. Much more focused, moving well. You know, she also had some arm trouble. It forced her to pull out of Rome. She didn't seem like she was serving that great in Paris. The arm looks 100% here now at Wimbledon.
Folk who watched her beat Tamir Babos a couple of days ago wandered off court that day and thought, who on earth can beat her? She looks invincible at the moment. Heather Watson doing her best. 2-5. After 23 minutes, she's already serving to stay in this first set. That's a clever serve.
Heather is forced to go for a lot on her second.
15 love.
And that one at 85. The majority of this match, they've been around 75. If you were in Heather's camp, you'd rather see her take some chances with her second serve, even if it means a few double faults.
She's like a whirlwind on the way to the net.
15 all. Let passers. Return was good.
Oh, it's been overruled by Cardanouni.
Miss Watson challenged the corner on the right.
Serena was not going to challenge.
The ball was called in.
She assumed her forehand was wide.
Was it? Watson was entirely happy with the line call.
Miss Watson has 2 challenges remaining.
She got even more unhappy with what followed. Problems here. First really wild shot of this match.
15-40.
Very All as a result of the pressure that Serena Williams exerts on anyone. 2-set points.
Game first set. Miss Williams.
In 25 minutes. How ominous does she look?
6 games to 2.
That was a statement first set from Serena, and has done a masterful job of keeping the crowd out of it. Hasn't given them much to be able to cheer about for Heather. There's very few things that Serena has not accomplished in the tennis world. A calendar year Grand Slam might be one of the last ones.
So let's have a look at where most of the yellow figures are. Not surprisingly, most of them under the name of Williams. First serve points 1. Second serve points 1 is not bad.
And that's the thing, there's no weakness in the early parts of rallies against Serena. The serve, the first and second serve. First serve, best serve we've ever seen in women's tennis. Second serve, like also one of the best second serves we've ever seen. There's very little time or room for Heather to establish her game, to get into any of the rallies.
Understand exactly the nature of the challenge, just in case we didn't before it started. The challenge that Heather Watson faces to become the first British player to beat a women's world #1 since Lindsay. Do you know who that was? Give you a clue. You were talking to her about half an hour ago.
Oh, our lovely Sue.
Actually, Chris Evert in Boston in 1979 when Evert was top of the tree.
Second set.
No question who's top of the tree right now. Williams with the first set.
Those are the ones.
30-15.
You get, seldom do you get time and a chance. That right there, that return's got to go into play.
Serena Williams does differently to everybody else.
Second set.
And this is one of them. At the end of the first game, instead of going back to her chair and just having a little natter with the umpire, as most other people do, she follows her own road, Lindsay, around the far net post and start.
Serena just doing a much better job. She's treating Heather's first serve like a second serve.
15 love.
That second serve means that Serena Williams is into the rally immediately. There's almost no advantage behind that. They're straight onto battling from the baseline, which Watson won just then. She did really well, and Serena Williams acknowledges that. She was on a bike before Williams had almost hit the shot, and she got the applause from the American as a result.
Yeah, not a perfect drop shot from Serena. A little high.
40-15.
And we've seen how quick Heather is around the court, able to get to that ball when it's still above the net.
She's just voracious. That was off the first serve. She almost knocked Heather Watson off her feet.
40-30.
Serena has been so aggressive with her return. Where she's standing, going forward, making contact. She is just rifling these returns back into play. That's a huge hold for Heather there.
1 game all, second set.
You can see Serena's return is coming almost 20 miles per hour faster than Watson's. And so Serena is able to play offense on her service games because she serves so well. And today, also when she's returning.
Reminiscent of that forehand from Nick Kyrgios a couple of days ago, which really was something to behold.
15-all.
To the BBC website, have a look at that if you haven't seen it. Even if you have, it's worth looking at again. It's ridiculous.
Come on.
30-15.
It's the nature of the quality of the Williams serve. Watson's managing to get 1 out of every 4 serves back, as opposed to half of them in previous matches.
Yeah, Miss Williams.
And with statistics like that, Lindsay, it just puts the pressure on every single one that does come along that you can get your racket on.
Yes, Williams leads 2-1, second set.
You have to have a high percentage of returns made when you see a second, because it's virtually, as you said, I mean, the percentages are against Heather. She's making about 20 to 30% of first serve returns back in play. She has a little time on the second serve. She has to be effective.
Let's just have a look at this serve. Be a little bit forensic about it, Lindsay, if you can.
Well, it's absolutely perfect. The two arms, they go up together, and so many players will lag behind. The toss is always in the same location. Not a lot of movement, as you see with that left arm tossing the ball up. Head stays up, looks to where her serve is going, and finishes in the court.
I learned this week that position with both arms as high as they can be in the air is within the coaching trade known as the trophy position.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
I did not know that.
See, you teach me something new every time.
Not a lot, Lindsay, it has to be said.
Time.
There you go.
But if that is the absolute perfect service motion. And that's why so little can go wrong with it. Simple movement, and it is in sync.
It's the first brick amongst plenty for Serena Williams, but Watson still on serve in this second set.
Low.
This was the set that last year she won against Angelique Kerber.
It's never a good feeling when your first serve is just swatted away for a winner.
That'll do.
Much more success with the backhand this match with winners, 4 of them, compared to just 1 on the forehand.
(40-15).
Only imagine the pride that Mum Michelle's feeling right now, watching her daughter
2-0.
go toe-to-toe with Serena Williams on centre court. And she is going toe-to-toe right now. 2-2, second set. I don't think he's part of the coaching team, but he ought to be.
Thank you.
Just to rattle Williams a little bit, maybe get under her skin. she's rattled for the first time. You can hear how rattled she is. Patrick Mouratoglou off his feet. Her new hitting partner as well, Robbie Poole. Under threat for the first time in this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep quiet when both players are ready to play. Thank you very much. Miss Watson on the call on the right service line. The ball was called in.
Oof. So close.
Dario.
She's going to have to work so hard to engineer break points this evening. She's engineered one here.
Views. Miss Watson. Miss Watson leads. 3-2 second set.
You know, I doubt that Heather Watson's ever heard quite a noise like that for her on the tennis court.
That was pretty remarkable for a fifth game of a second set, but this crowd, they're just waiting for some reason to get involved, and Heather gave it to him there. Fantastic job of hanging in that return game, especially after Serena was able to come back from love 30 and save the first break point.
Number of unforced errors off the racket of Serena Williams is mounting. I guess it's the nature of the way she plays the game, Lindsay, that it comes with the territory, but she's up to 13 and they really cost her in that game.
They absolutely did, and it's always a fine line for Serena between winners and unforced errors. The good news for Serena is she's still in the positive in that ratio from winners to unforced errors.
Meantime, on Heather's hill, next job. Hold on to your set.
The love 15.
Such a huge challenge to be able to break Serena, especially on grass. And then you've got to turn right around and hold. And Serena has been returning so well this tournament, being ultra aggressive. A fantastic statement from Heather there.
15-30.
Hanging toe-to-toe in that long baseline rally.
This is what sometimes happens, I guess, when you tweak the tail of the lioness. Straight away to break back points. I'd like to see that again. I'm not entirely sure that that ball was down. Oh, I think that hit the racket first.
I do too.
It didn't matter. She is such a fighter.
3 games all, second set.
So we're back on serve. All even in this second set.
Love.
We have the perfect view of that forehand, and she's doing her best to conduct the orchestra, and they're doing their best to respond for her.
15-all. 15-30.
You mentioned it, Lindsay. Serena Williams has only been broken once coming into this match this week. Alarm bells that there might be a second coming along. Alarm bells muffled for the time being.
30.
Great comeback, though, from Heather. After getting broken, she had all the excitement, got broken, but she is right back in this next return game.
40-30.
Not entirely sure how much of a clue you get from those Serena Williams serves, whether there are too many codes to crack, and then the speed that they come down at.
Heather doing a much better job with her second serve return. More consistent and more aggressive.
The advantage, Miss Williams.
You get a second serve at 76 miles an hour off the Serena Williams racket, you really got to bite into it.
Yeah, she wasn't ready for that one.
Second
serve is becoming harder.
1 set to love. Time.
Serena just looks so comfortable.
15.
She's not rushing. She looks so focused, so determined.
That is so well thought out by Watson. She's not not being overwhelmed by all of this, Lindsay.
15-0.
Serena's not used to another player being able to toy with her. She doesn't give them many opportunities or a lot of time to choose their shot. Great point by Heather.
This was Mum's reaction to the previous point. That's great.
Yeah, Serena looking up to her box after almost every point these last few games.
But who's not there? Mum, Orosine. She's gone. She thinks that baby daughter's won this. Sure, she's headed off instead to court 2, where Venus is playing. She's playing round against Alexandra Kunic. She's racing towards the win there, so Orosine perhaps trying to catch it before that finishes.
Knight to the service.
Watson's job. Make sure that there's time for Orosine to come back and see the end of this one by taking it into a third. Serena Williams looked up towards Carbonini, the umpire, and he gave her the nod of doom.
40-30.
Just misses. Tried to get it to go in. Serena taking some off that return.
She hasn't hit too many false shots, but certainly the pace of that had her through it before it was really there.
Yeah, it's so tough. You're just under a constant barrage. Serves, returns, powerful ground strokes.
Advantage, Miss Watson.
It's only a small moment. There's no question that these are the kinds of moments that make all the sacrifice when you were young, watching your young girl go away to a distant land. Those kinds of moments make it worthwhile. That's what it's all about. For points, for little games like that against the very best in the world on centre court. They've been playing for exactly an hour. Williams won the first set, the second set, a battle, 4-all.
Great response by Serena there.
15-love.
Well, for the first time in this tournament, she is showing more duress. She can be quite emotional on the court. She's been all business, but Heather really able to challenge her now in this second set.
15-all.
Oh, she's getting louder.
30-15.
What was the sign that the woman on the other side of the net starting to land a few punches? You've got to tip your hat to Heather Watson. Absolutely refusing to be intimidated by the barrage that's coming from the other side.
Thank you. Please.
What magic do we have here on centre court? She's a game away from squaring this match up. Heather Watson.
Miss Watson leads. 5 games to 4. Second set. First set. Miss Williams.
What a moment in center court for Heather Watson. Just incredible job of just grinding her way back into this match. Overwhelmed the first set. Has settled down so nicely in the second set. The return, getting more returns into play has been so key for Heather, and her camp is fired up.
Talking about the way Diego Veronelli was going about their business before practice, and the whistling and the chatting and the smiling, just keeping her relaxed, which I guess was part of the plan ahead of a major battle like this against an opponent like Serena Williams.
Every player's different. Some players need intense, quiet moments before a match. Someone like Sharapova, Azarenka, and other players you want to keep relaxed. And certainly Heather, maybe the nerves the first set were a bit much, and Serena played an excellent first set, but she's showing some weaknesses here in the second.
She's got under the skin of the world number one, under the carefully manicured fingernails, make no mistake. Serving for the second set.
getting flustered.
She's a bag full of images at the moment. I'm not sure Heather Watson's ever played a better point than that. That was just brilliant.
30-15.
Second double fail for the match, but it's potentially a biggie. Breakback point for Serena Williams. What a rally. What a point. Set point for the Guernsey girl. She's having to operate off second serves at the moment.
She got away with another second serve there. She wants and needs a first serve here.
Advantage, Miss Watson.
And the best that Guernsey can offer is taking the best the world can offer into a third set on centre court.
He's down to 4. 1 second.
What a bad rap.
What a moment, so much tension in that last game, but what fight from Heather there. Did not serve great and still managed to tough out that game. And no question she has Serena rattled now. You just see everything. Serena got louder when she grunted, started to get angry.
The sun's even getting to them.
Such improvements Heather was able to make in the second set compared to the first set. She's winning, started to defend her own second serve better, is winning an equal number of points on her first or second, and finally started to get that second serve return going, allowed her to break Serena Williams twice in one set on grass.
Even the royal box. Even in the royal box. Just look, here we go. They're thinking about whether they ought to. They did last time. Do we stick with decorum? No.
Hey, they all
And
did it.
decorum. Heather's into a third set against Serena. What a wonderful atmosphere on centre court. We've waited a while for this championships to explode into life. It did last night with Dustin Brown on this court. And it's been relit again by
Miss Williams
Heather
serve.
Watson here.
Well, please, thank you. Players are ready.
Into a decider. Serena Williams.
Number 2.
Heather picked up right where she left off, making returns, forcing Serena to play.
Please. Quiet, please. Thank you.
It's understandable, everybody totally absorbed with what's going on.
Fifteen touches.
Sit base, luckily followed by a seventh.
30-40.
Right at the start of the third set, Heather Watson, break point. Not entirely sure that there's anyone here on centre court can quite believe what's going on.
First game, final set.
Well, Heather Michelle does.
It just looks like the pressure has gotten to Serena. The crowd, and this Heather needed to give the crowd a reason to get involved. She did that midway through the second set, and now we're starting to get on Serena's nerve a bit. Heather has cut down on her unforced errors significantly. Still a long way to go, though.
Good luck, 15.
How well has she started to hit her backhand? And it stays so low, flat, really sliding through the grass.
15-0.
It's a wonderful shot. One corner to the other. Open-mouthed in admiration. She's thinking about this match. She's thinking her way to these points. Game point.
Watson leads. 2 games to love.
That's 5 games in a row now for Watson. What is Serena going to do to stop this run?
Guys are ready? Quiet, please. Thank you. Love.
That's a good try. You still want to go for your shots, try and stay loose. Backhand has been the biggest weapon for Heather on court.
done such a good job of keeping Williams behind that baseline. She's got to take some risks with the forehands and the backhands, but she's keeping them so long.
The length and the depth has improved considerably from early on.
(40-15).
Again, just the cumulative pressure, having to react to bouncing, more proximity to the baseline.
Again, it's the depth. Just perfect location. Heather's really honed in on that middle section of the court.
She's on a 23-match winning streak at the moment at Grand Slam. She's not lost one of these since Elise Cornet surprised her at this stage here 12 months ago. She's nigh on unbeatable on the grandest of stages over the last 12 months.
Late for service.
Serena's misfortune this evening is that she's going against the Heather Watson, who's never played better. You've got to start asking, if Serena Williams goes 2 breaks down, I know it's Serena Williams, I know it's Serena, but can she come back from 2 breaks down? When a British women's tennis player has created a noise like this on centre court since Virginia won the thing back in 1977. This is beginning to assume epic proportions. Heather Watson, with 2 breaks of serve in this deciding set, leads 3-love. And Heather's hill is sitting room only.
Who would have thought it? 6-2, 4-3, Serena. But Heather would be able to reel off 6 games in a row now, 3 straight service breaks. And that has brought Oracene back to center court.
Well, Oracene left to head to number 2 court to watch Venus go through in double quick fashion. She probably thought she'd done with her centre court ticket. Good job she didn't hand it in. Oh, Heather Watson. Heather Watson. I just think Michelle might be the coolest cookie around at the moment. She must be bubbling up inside. Heather Watson's 3 games away from knocking out Serena Williams.
Players are ready. Thank you. The 15.
This is where Heather has to just try and stay so calm. Certainly the biggest
15, 30.
occasion, biggest moment in her career. Gotta try and play point by point from here on out. That's great scrambling from Heather. All you can do at a point like that, get as many balls back into play as you can.
40.
It's been a long time since I saw Serena Williams make so many unforced errors though, Lindsay. She, having started so strongly, just evaporating out here on centre court.
So mentally strong the first 2 rounds, but no question feeling the pressure. More aggressive point there from Serena with the feet. It all revolves around her movement. There's been so much talk as has the calendar year Grand Slam weighed on Serena. Looks like it today.
She's got a backhand that minces tennis balls. And she made mincemeat of that one. And she refuses to give up her serve. both players. That was just great.
Advantage. Here's Williams.
There's something primeval about that. She's fighting for her Wimbledon life.
Heather's showing such fight because Serena knows this is, she's got to try and turn the tide here, and Heather has really dug her heels in, giving away any free points.
Great defensive play from Heather Watson. Keep the ball in play. Put the pressure on the women searching for a fourth successive Grand Slam. They don't come easy. And she's beginning to discover that.
Thank you.
She did so well to fight off that hard return. Got to keep thinking, going up and after her first serve. Second serves in the 70s. What composure there. Great job there from Heather. Zero hesitation when she saw the short ball.
Advantage is Watson.
On the line.
There was definitely chalk that flew up. Oh, so close.
How close was this? Oh, wow. That's half a tennis ball away.
really the first loose shot we've seen from Heather in quite some time.
Williams.
Serena Williams has one of the breaks back. Well, there's an indication of where she is, because you don't often see mum off her feet mid-game.
Miss Watson leads 3-1, final set.
Was that the best part of 10 minutes? And for the first time in 7 games, Serena Williams has won one. She's still a breakdown though, 1-3.
The forehand has just started to fly on Watson. She started to lose control. Has to get back to accelerating on contact, getting some more spin on that shot. And this is the letdown game for Heather right here. Fought so hard to try and hold her serve. She's going to have to try and get her composure and her steel back on the changeover.
Miss Watson leads 3-2, final set.
I know what you're saying about Heather Watson having to use that racket more effectively, but I can hardly use my pen at the moment, Lindsay. My right arm's given up. Goodness knows what her arm's like. And any wonder that you wanted to know what that meant to Serena.
Heather had so few unforced errors until the end of the 4th game, and then that last game. The shots have started to fly right now.
So mentally, you're the coach, and you can have a little whisper into Heather Watson's ear now.
You have to just try and get her to regroup, refocus, because the reality is she's still up a break in this final set. Serena is always a formidable opponent, one of the best competitors we've ever seen. She's not going anywhere. Heather has got to try and get back to refusing to miss, make every single ball into play, and then if she does have time, pull the trigger. First serves as well. Stay up on her serve, keep the right arm loose.
What entertainment we've had in this match so far. Still is so much to look forward to. Watson still with a break, remember, 3-2 in this 3rd set. We've got to French umpire Carter Noonan, who confirmed that it was out.
Love.
Great consistency there from Heather.
30 love.
Of what we were seeing 10-15 minutes ago all of a sudden again from Serena Williams. That was lower half of the net.
30 love.
That's too good. Excellent second serve. Nice job retrieving that great return.
40-15.
She's made a concerted effort to try and take balls earlier. Try and move in behind them, Serena has.
40-30.
Pressing from Williams with each shot, forehand and backhand. She was moving closer to winning that point.
And so much more margin on those shots from Serena, all of them. Good height over the net, more spin.
That the number one seed has been building towards. They're going to level out this third set.
Let the service.
Won 6 games in a row. Serena Williams has just won the last 3. And we are back on level terms in this third set.
And that was huge. Heather was serving up 40 love that game.
15-all.
She waited for that one. Heather didn't really commit. That's one of the best forehands she's hit in quite some time.
15-30.
Wow.
122 miles an hour.
40-30.
The 11th of the match. That'll melt your ice.
Out. Deuce. Please.
The stretch on the return won that for Watson. Any hints you might have had that this could be
Yes,
over?
Watson.
Not part of Watson's plan, that's for sure. Great point.
No hesitation there from Serena. 95 mile per hour, second serve. And then just sort of stepped into that backhand.
Check that mid-court return. Wobbled up.
Advantage. Miss Williams.
You've just got to laugh, haven't you? How else would we be spending an early Friday evening?
Heather just refuses to go away. Getting creative. Marcin took it well.
Miss Williams.
She's gotten louder and louder.
She's going to do herself some damage if she's not careful.
A couple of times now she's made the noise through the point.
Make a noise in the middle of the point, you lose it. Well, we've reached the portion of this match, Lindsay, where each game feels like a little mini match all in itself. It's just engrossing.
There's been two huge swings of momentum. Heather, midway through the second to the beginning part of the third, manages to win 6 games in a row. Now Serena has reeled off the last 4. And again, that service game, Heather 3-2, serving up 40 love. And Serena really refusing to go away. Excellent fight back to be able to break. Every game has been a battle in this third set.
My goodness. 3 love up midway through that set. Serving to go 4 love up. She's still very much in this, and her mum knows it. And her dad Ian, watching somewhere, will know it as well.
Time.
For the first time in a while, a different picture for Heather Watson to contemplate here, because she happens to look up to the scoreboard. She'll be serving behind in the set. All the encouragement in the world from her Argentinian coach, Diego Veronelli. What has she got left? She's been magnificent.
Thank you.
With new balls.
Ready for play.
3-4.
Serena's had so much success lately with the baseline rallies. Opted out with the drop shot. Well, they're way too fast moving forward.
$40-15.
Serena got up. She's still in there, and so is everybody else on centre court. Mum and a coach leading the applause.
She needed that game. Get this crowd back into it. Get her confidence back.
Final set. Thank you.
This is high stakes poker.
Please.
Chips are getting
Thank you.
taller and taller. 4-all. Exciting set. That's scurrying, that's defending of Novak Djokovic proportions. Is he still out on court? What are you doing, Heather? What are you doing? Just brilliant. Oh, dear me. That serve's landed on #1 court. Wild barely does that justice.
Very few times Serena has been rattled on the tennis court. This is one of them.
Holy moly. She'll get another first serve.
Thank you.
She's playing like Superwoman. And she's a game away after 2 hours from knocking out Serena. Heather Watson. And look at what she's doing.
Here's what you need. 5 games to play. Final set.
What an atmosphere out here right now. This crowd is going to do their best to will Heather across the finish line.
She's getting a standing ovation.
Please. Thank you. Ready for play.
Could be as little as 4 points away from the moment of her life. Williams took that second serve virtually on the service line.
Yeah, well inside the baseline, taking that early. That's a great serve. She's got to go for it here.
Serena Williams is making the point. There was a lot of noise in the middle of that, and there's even more noise now. The centre reacts to the complaint.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, for both players, do not make any calls during the game. Thank you very much.
What about the serve? What about the forehand?
One of the hardest serves she's hit this entire match.
Just imagine the pressure. Daughter,
advantage
in particular, and mother as well are under at the moment. There's another break back point. It's only her third hit of the match, but it comes flecked with gold.
How they're serving so well this game.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
Just not getting enough depth on those ground strokes.
Miss Williams. Final set.
You'll all have your own emotions, I'm sure, but let's not lose sight of the fact that this is a match of the highest quality. High quality tennis from Serena Williams and Heather Watson. It's as good as it gets. 5-all.
Well, you're absolutely right, Serena. 50 winners to just 33 unforced errors, and Heather with 19 winners to 10. Both of these players in the positive. And the serve suddenly back for Serena. It was perfect in the first set. Percentage dropped dramatically in the second and third sets, but what a game here.
Miss Williams leads 6-5, final set.
Yeah, that's why she's won 21 Grand Slams. That's why she's zoning in on what tennis aficionados are calling the Serena Slam. Currently the US Open champion, the Australian Open champion, the French Open champion, winning Roland Garros last month. If she does go on to win this one, and if she wins on this court a week tomorrow, she'll have all four. And there's no question in my mind, Lindsay, that knowledge has been chiseling away at her during this match, as well as Heather Watson's been playing also.
It's a combination of a few factors, and the number one reason is how well Heather has played, and the crowd, they have made a difference. And Heather gave them reason in the second set to get excited, and they have responded and really carried her through this match. But there's no question that the pressure Serena feels, and she's put on herself, trying to win 4 in a row, trying also for the calendar year Grand Slam.
Time.
And these will all be questions for later, for another day, but just how high could Heather Watson go in the rankings if she can build on this kind of form? She's currently 60th. Questions for another time. The only question that matters now is, can she hold on to her next service game and stay in this match? She served like Wojciechowski today.
Even in that last game when Heather got broken, she only missed 1 first serve, maybe 2. Her serve, that has not let her down.
She really is slugging it out with the world's best.
That was Serena giving Heather a taste of her own medicine. Refusing to miss, getting every ball back into play.
Talk about a lot of things when it comes to Serena Williams, but the quality of her return game as well. Match point. She's already saved match points at this year's Wimbledon to Caroline Garcia in the first round. She's got to scale another one here.
It's 2 forehands on match point. Serena has gone backwards. That's some tightness.
This is really testing fitness levels as much as anything. She took a long breather down below our commentary box, Watson, just to compose herself. What a match point. Trial by television.
Game to the match. It's Williams. This has 2-1, 6-2, 4-6, 7-5.
And the Serena Slam is still on, but she's almost in tears at the end of this. And if she does, a week tomorrow, go on to lift the Venus Rosewater dish, she'll remember Guernsey's Heather Watson on this sunlit Friday evening, when she was pushed right to the very edge by the best tennis of Heather Watson's life. But in the end, even that wasn't quite good enough.
So far, no question, the match of the tournament on the ladies' side, and what high-quality tennis. There's so much drama. An amazing effort from both women.
And they go off together, which is only fitting. If we see a women's match as good as that between now and the end of the championships, we'll be very fortunate. That was tennis at its very, very best. Contest played out between two top athletes. And Serena doesn't stop for the autograph. She's worked hard enough already. Well, just what might be possible for that young girl if she can continue to build on the bricks that she laid out here on centre court tonight.
Fantastic performance. She showed everybody how much she's improved, how much she wants it. There's no shame in going down to possibly the greatest female player of all time.
Well, there was a time when it looked as if Heather Watson was going to give the winner's interview. It will be Serena Williams, though. 6-2, 4-6, 7-5, and she's ready to talk to Gary Richardson.
Many congratulations, a brilliant win by you. I wonder, was that one of your toughest matches ever on centre court?
Yeah, definitely. I've had some tough losses, but that was probably my toughest match that I've played. Heather playing in front of her home crowd. I was playing a few opponents, but I think she played unbelievable, and really, I think she should have won the match at this point. She was up 2 breaks, and she just really gave her all and shows what a great player she is.
She's spoken recently about wanting to reach the world's top 20. On this evidence, she has every chance.
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, even beyond the top 20. So she's playing really well, and I think she should set her goals higher because she can definitely do better.
You showed what a great champion you were, and credit to you. You applauded her when you were behind for one brilliant shot that she hit.
You know what? She was just playing so good. There was nothing that I could do. So, you know, if anyone who I'm playing hits a great shot, I just kind of have to give them their props.
And next you play your sister Venus. Do you even speak to her over the weekend about the match?
Yeah, I mean, not about the match, but, you know, she's in better form than I am, so I think she has a little bit of an advantage going into that match. But at least one of us will be the quarterfinals, so it'll be good.
Very well done.
Thank you.